funny how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. The sun is getting warmer. Oh, when we soar away among the clouds.
Hi ladies, welcome back. Hope you are ready for a home reset for a new year, because that is what we are doing in today's video. Christmas is over, and usually around New Year's, the New Year's weekend, that is when I take down my Christmas decorations and just do a little reset for basically for the new year, for the kids to go back to school, for me to go back to work, although I did not have that much time off, but there was definitely like a much longer weekend than typically. So I was definitely ready to get all of that done, even though I definitely am gonna miss my Christmas tree. I really loved how it turned out this year, and that was one of the items I did not want to take down, but it was time and I just had to get it done. So we are starting in a playroom. I wanted to just clean up, take down the little Christmas tree my kids had in that room. There really was not that much to declutter per se, because I did a big declutter right before Christmas, so I'm gonna link that video down below in case you're interested. But I just wanted to pick it up since we were taking down the Christmas tree. I spilled something from one of the Kiwico boxes, the old ones that they had, so I had to like vacuum and wipe down my slippers because it was either like salt or something of consistency of a salt, so it was kind of spreading everywhere. And I wanted to also go through our mudroom area in this room, because during winter time we just have a lot of extra clothes, and I just think we had too much in that area, so it was bothering me for a while. So I wanted to go through that and declutter what I could. So it's, New Year's is always a time when a lot of people do set up new goals, especially around the house, like decluttering and organizing. And it's just something about the fresh new start, I think, that's making us do that. So let me know down below, what kind of goals do you have for yourself, for your home, as far as anything to clean, anything to declutter, anything to organize. And I'm gonna share mine in a few minutes.
You're my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
So this is that area I was referencing, where we just have a lot of extra outdoorsy stuff. Hats, gloves, just basically too many items. There is no way they're gonna wear all of that, so I wanted to go through it. Our weather is very unpredictable. It was ridiculously cold right before Christmas, which I think was the case for everybody in the United States, regardless of where you lived. And now we have a warmer weather, so it's just, we just never know what you're gonna need. But I wanted to take care of that before kids went back to school, so it's kind of like a fresh start. And as I was saying, there are other goals that I have for myself for the new year. I don't do resolutions per se, but I do like to set goals for myself. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I went through a huge decluttering journey last about year and a half. So this year I want to kind of go through all the spaces again, just to get rid of anything extra, anything that maybe I was not ready to let go the first or second go around, and just get rid of any final clutter that I have. And of course there's always few areas in the house that just constantly you need to stay on top of it and declutter on a regular basis. But I feel like I am very close to that maintenance mode, but I don't have to do like huge decluttering sessions. So that's one of the goals. The second one is for this playroom that we are in right now, is to do a little update. I have mentioned in some of my previous videos, we wanted to put a TV in the room. So we organized it, we decluttered in a way that we now have space for that. So it's just a matter of just, having an electrician pulling the cables, just the setup part, and of course getting the TV and the TV stand. And hopefully in the springtime, I also want to repaint this room, to paint it probably just one color instead of three that it has right now. Now that my kids are older, I think we want to have something that's just, one shade. And another thing that I wanted to do this year is also in my son's room, do a little sort of a makeover, if you will. He is gonna turn 11 in the summer, and I just want his room to be just a little upgraded for, to match more his age. So one of the next upcoming videos is I'm gonna be decluttering a lot of stuff in there, and then over the next few months I am hoping to start looking for things that he likes, whether that is just as simple as a new bedding and a couple of smaller furniture items. So those are the things that I want to accomplish this year. I'm sure there's gonna be more that I can come up with, but those are the main ones that I did think of as far as, home management.
You told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on, if you're gonna be moving on solo. Wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me.
And if this is the first time you are stopping by my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom of two. Like I mentioned, I have a 10-year-old and I also have a 7-year-old girl. So during the day, I work as an analyst, and as a side business, I do have this YouTube channel where I just do a lot of videos about home management. So over the past year and a half, it has been a lot of emphasis on decluttering, and I think as this year we will transition to less decluttering, more like maintenance and having different systems in place to just help us run our home smoothly. So if you have any suggestions or any requests for different types of videos, make sure you let me down below. Some of the popular videos that I had on my channel in the past were different types of routine, especially like a morning routine. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, definitely let me know down below. I know I enjoy watching other people's routines. I feel like I always learn something of, how I can improve my own. So let me know if you enjoy things like that as well. I know one of the other things I thought about as far as, things I want to improve in the new year is my both my cleaning routine and my weekend routine. So I was wondering the other day if it will be possible to incorporate more cleaning into my week. Because like I said, normally I do have all the cleaning and organizing, all of it on the weekends, because during the week I simply don't have a lot of time between, work, after school activities, and just, the regular evening routine that we have. But I am thinking that I need to simplify our schedule a little bit, figure out if there is anything that my kids don't want to do anymore as far as activities. I don't know if that's gonna change or not, because they are the ones who are kind of driving our schedule based on, what they want to do. But perhaps we can simplify a few things, and that's gonna leave me some time during the week to do some of those cleaning tasks, so I don't feel so overwhelmed on the weekends. So that is definitely another thing that I'm gonna be working towards. And we moved on from the playroom. This is the next day, and we are taking down our main Christmas tree. We got a new Christmas tree this year. The decorations were the same as last year, but our Christmas tree was definitely smaller, because when we bought the couch for this living space, the couch was much bigger than we used to have, so we needed a smaller Christmas tree. And there was nothing more that I enjoy during winter time than when I do my morning routine, when I read on the couch, to just have that Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. It's just, I don't know, just so cozy in the morning. So that's the part I will definitely miss. But I will tell you, once everything was done, it felt so great to have a lot of space. And even though it didn't feel like clutter, I'll be honest, I didn't have that much Christmas decor. And everything was feeling great except the kitchen island. I feel you're gonna see in a little bit why that was bothering me, but it just feels always so great to get back to your regular house after holidays. So let me know down below if you are the same way.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side. When the sun goes city dancing through the night, but I'm not there. You've got me soaring in the clouds. And as the ocean is surrounding me, baby, I'm sure we lost track of time.
So it was definitely so much easier and less time consuming to take down my Christmas decor this year. Last year was better than before because I did a lot of decluttering before, but this year it just felt really, really great. It was much quicker. I didn't have a lot of stuff, and it didn't feel that overwhelming to get started. It went by really quickly. Same thing with the setup. So At first, I was a little, maybe not afraid, but just a little hesitant of getting rid of a lot of stuff for like Christmas decor, because I never had, a ton, but I definitely had much more than I did this year. So I was feeling, maybe I will miss it. Maybe it's gonna look too plain. It's not gonna be Christmassy enough, if that's the word. But it definitely did not feel that way. I think making my Christmas tree as a focal point just made it feel like a Christmas season and cozy and exactly what I had imagined. So if you are at the beginning of your decluttering journey and this is one of the things that you hesitate about because you might miss it, based on my experience, I did not. So maybe if you are in that boat and if you're not sure, maybe don't necessarily get rid of everything, but try to decorate with less. And if that's sufficient, then you can decide to get rid of those things. But I know as I was cleaning, I was feeling it just made me feel happy that it didn't take so much time and it was so much easier to just take it down.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and this filling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way.
And you cannot see the full kitchen island yet, and you will in a little bit. But there was just a ton of stuff over there. And it wasn't even Christmas. From Christmas, we just had stockings. We had the Christmas cards and I think like the gingerbread houses. So it wasn't a lot. However, now you can see my kids were home, obviously, from school. They had a lot of new toys. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of new toys. They had toys like Legos and things to assemble. And my daughter brought all her crayons and she was kind of using the kitchen island as her own desk during the past week. So it was just getting too much. So I told her, you know what, we went through the week where, you guys kind of did whatever you wanted. You were, enjoying your Legos, you were enjoying coloring in there, using different kinds of crayons and markers and all that. But it's time to, bring the house back to order. We can move the stuff back to where it belongs, which is in the playroom. So that the kitchen island was bothering me the most, as far as it just felt right away that it's clutter and it's clearly in the middle of our space. So there is no missing it. But, and here is a lot of hair that I wanted to show you because our neighbors came over with their dog the other day and our dogs had a play date because it was too cold outside. And it was just a lot of hair. So instead of vacuuming that evening, I just left it because I knew I'm going to be taking the Christmas tree down and there was going to be a lot of glitter and a lot of dust from that as well. So I was tackling that during that one day. But my husband and I were definitely talking how, thankfully our dog does not shed as much. She does shed probably like twice a year, but nothing compared to when they were just running around, both of them. Obviously, typically when she's at home, she doesn't do so much running around because that would be definitely a lot more cleaning if our dog was shedding that much. So let me know if you have pets who shed a lot and how you handle like all the hair. Is it like, do you have to vacuum literally every single day to stay on top of it? Do you just brush it out to help out? Definitely let me know. Like I said, we don't have that problem that often, but about twice a year, it does get to a point where there is just a lot of hair everywhere.
All the way back home, chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do not have, all the way back home, chasing all that we do not have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we do could be ourselves. Didn't have much, but nevertheless, we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there.
And I also wanted to check in with you how you are feeling after the Christmas season. I know it's not always happy times for everyone, depending on your circumstances, depending on your family dynamics and all that. So let me know how you are feeling now that Christmas is over. Are you ready for like a fresh new start with the new year? How is your mental health? I will tell you that, you know, like I said, I didn't take a lot of time off from work. It was because part of me also likes to work during this time, because I get to catch up on a lot of things because a lot of people are out. So, you know, I do get to catch up on some of the tasks that I typically don't have time for during the year. So I was able to do that. At the same time, you know, before Christmas, it's extremely busy time for me. Just, you know, kids have a lot of things happening. I am hosting Christmas Eve every year. So there was just a lot of things that I was doing, which is why also you didn't see many videos. I decided for, you know, it physically and mentally, it was just not gonna work for me to keep up with my, you know, once a week schedule. So I think it has been a few weeks since I published the video. But that was just something, you know, I needed to let something go, and that's the part I chose to do that. And it's just, I feel like we go through that during life, during different stages, different months of the year, where we just have to prioritize and let some things go. So even though it was challenging and not something I necessarily wanted to do, I knew that, you know, this was the only thing I could technically let go of, for me to be able to do the things that I wanted to do, the other priorities, and just for me not to feel overwhelmed. Because could I have, you know, published the videos, doing all the editing, recording and stuff? Yes, I could, but that I would pay for that mentally and physically, because it was just simply too much. So let me know how you're feeling and if you're excited for the new year, for the fresh start. And the last thing you're gonna see me do in this video is just going through just portion of my pantry for the snacks. During Christmas time, there's just a lot of different treats we accumulated, and it was just overflowing. So I wanted to sort it out. So one bin was for the sweet stuff, and the second for Cheez-Its and Goldfish. I think those are the two snacks that my kids really like to eat. And I did end up throwing some of it away because some of it was still from Halloween. I even found one Easter egg. I don't even know how that happened. But that's one of the things I wanted to get ready, just declutter that part of it. So when kids go back to school, it's just easier to find things.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel, I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know? lungs give out your
And I'm curious to know what types of snacks do your kids prefer. Do they like more sweet, more savory, or both? Mine like both, but more so they will eat more during the day of the savory versus the sweet. That's probably why we have to like, and even with the sweet, they like specific kinds. So if there is something that they just don't typically eat, it's not even that they don't like it, it's just, if somebody will give it to them, they'll try it and they'll like it, but it's just not their favorite. That's why we had so much overflown, because they just don't eat it. Their favorite from the chocolate ones are Kinder chocolates and M&Ms. Those are really the ones that they enjoy. And as you can see, there's a lot of other salty and savory snacks like Cheez-Its and popcorn that they are enjoying. And of course, funny enough, as far as like the savory things, they don't like the same things. So one likes popcorn, the other one likes pretzels. So it makes it fun to organize Pantry, because I have to make sure that I have one snack that each of them likes. But that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some motivation for cleaning and organizing or decluttering for the new year. I want to wish you a happy new year, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
What are you doing to me? I think I'm gone.